We all know the saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. Unfortunately, the Griffins don't have that luxury. They're hoping for revenge served piping hot. After a 10-run loss to the Gators just a few days ago, Dutchtown is looking to return the favor. Tonight, the Griffins eye a little payback in Santa Ma. Buckle up for a fierce 5-5A district matchup as the Gators host the Griffins live on the REV Game of the Week.
REV Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only REV Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. REV Business.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics. Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call. You gotta call Title.
Looking for an extraordinary education opportunity? Introducing Ascension Public School's Early College Option Program, where you can earn a high school diploma and an associate's degree from River Parish's Community College at the same time. Experience the best of both worlds as high school seamlessly blends with college coursework in a rigorous yet supportive program. Yet stay connected to your home high school through clubs, organizations, and sports. And here's the best part. Students pay no tuition or textbook costs. Ascension Public School's Early College Option Program, where your future begins today.
REV Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. REV Business.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the rematch. What a difference a couple of days make. I'm Jimmy Frederick, along with me, our big leaguer here in the box, Mike Mohler. And Mike, thanks so much, as always, for being with us. And let me tell you something, the difference between Tuesday and Thursday, especially weather-wise, has been quite a difference. And you've got a great crowd here, but a beautiful, beautiful day for Griffins and the Gators in a rematch.
Yeah, you're right, Boyd. We fought some rain the other night. We had a little delay. Slick field. We saw some balls thrown away, man, skipping off that turf. And today you look out there, not a cloud in the sky.
Well, let's take a look at how the recap of last Tuesday's ball game, and it was a sloppy game all the way around. We had a little bit of everything from wind to rain to walks to hit batters. The score, of course, 10-run was Dutchtown, Santa Maria 13-3 in 6 innings. Santa Maria had 7 hits, Dutchtown 4. The big stat, I think, as you're going to notice, is the 4 errors and then the 15 walks. That was just big for the 6 pitchers that were on the mound for the Griffins.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the line score here, this game's tied after 3 innings, 2-2. It kind of just unraveled for the Griffins after that. They gave up 1 in the 4th, and then it got just a little bit worse after that. But the 15 walks, 3 hit by pitch, I mean, that's 18 free passes and some timely hitting by the Gators. I mean, that's just tough to come back from.
And it wasn't like the walks were a guy on first and second. It was bases loaded, and they're walking in runs. And that just kills you, especially in the early part of the 6th inning when they walked in 3 runs.
Yeah, it sure does. And then we saw a couple pitching changes, right? And it's kind of tough, sometimes to come in with bases loaded and, you have to throw strikes. You already got a little nerves, slash adrenaline when you come in, from the bullpen, and then to be thrown into some situations like that just adds a little bit more pressure.
We'll take a look at our 5-5A district baseball records. This is a big one again. We're halfway through the district race.
Yeah, so you're still going to see Santa Maria, just like we saw Tuesday, atop that board 4-1, but they're tied with Live Oaks. They're matching records at the top there. Walker's in second place all by themselves at 3-2, and then Dutchtown's in third place at 2-3. And then you see East Ascension and Denham Springs there towards the bottom at 1-4.
Well, Denham Springs had that big victory on Tuesday over East Ascension. I don't know if it was a big surprise, but it definitely caught some folks off guard that they were able to pull that out.
Yeah, it did. I mean, because we did a game here last week. We saw East Ascension play really well. Won a game here against Santa Maria 2-1, and East Ascension was actually up in that game, I think 6-2 late in the game, and Denham Springs came back and won that game, stole it from them at home.
Of course, we're going to go over the lineups in just a little bit, but something to note, I think, is the fact that Coach Chris Scheck-Snyder has really changed his lineup tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like you have to do something after a game like Tuesday night, right? I mean, you search. Yeah, you had the walks and the hits, but what if we don't walk anybody? How does that game turn out? You never know. Maybe Santa Maria gets some more hits. There may have been a few more base runners getting on in other ways, but after you sit down and look at that, I mean, you just got to be like, hey man, we got to do something. Got to shake something up. It's getting, we're halfway through district play now. It's getting kind of late. We need to make our run towards the top of that, and then we need to try to get ourselves somehow in those top 8 so we can get a bye in that first round of the playoffs.
Well, this is going to be an interesting afternoon because Santa Maria is really trying to get this crowd pumped up, this town pumped up, all about the fact that they're playing this crosstown rival in Dutchtown. They're going to have the little kids coming on the field with the team, and so that's just a great way to get people excited about being at the ballpark.
Yeah, and I mean, just we talk about it all the time with EA, Santa Maria, Dutchtown. Right. Everybody's couple on one side of Airline, couple on the another team on the other, what have you. Anytime you play, I'm looking at the crowd here. It's already packed. We have a couple more minutes before the game starts, and then you got Santa Maria Gators involving the kids in the community, getting them out on the field, and that's something they're going to remember forever, right?
Well, look at them coming right out. They're all over the place. See them running out with our second baseman. It's 74 degrees. It's perfect temperature, but the wind is blowing a little bit and blowing out. And this is a little bit shorter field than we saw at Dutchtown.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is blowing to the deepest part of this park, right? So, I mean, right center is going to be the deepest. Center to right center is going to be the deepest part, and it's blowing out in that direction now. If it was starched towards that girls' softball field back there over that left field wall, then we might see some balls jump out of here.
Just to let you know, the Griffins' overall record 18-9, 2-3 in district play, as you already mentioned, Mike, and the Gators 21-7, 4-1 in 5-5A. Brandon Bravata, of course, is the coach for Santa Maria. We'll look at him in just a little bit, but this is a cool way to really start the game when you got all the little guys out there with, as a little guy, you just remember these guys look like giants. They look like they look
absolutely
like superstars, and they are, especially in their eyes. Yeah. We'll have our national anthem. peanuts and Cracker Jacks. It's baseball time, folks, and it's a beautiful day for it. It's the Santa Maria Gators and the DUTCHTOWN Griffins in a rematch of just 2 days ago. So lots of things going on in the minds of DUTCHTOWN. They want to really get off to a fast start, make sure they limit those mistakes, and see if they can't do something in the visiting dugout.
Yeah, and I mean, you talked about how DUTCHTOWN kind of shot themselves in the foot, with all the free passes and stuff like that. But you also have to give some kudos to Santa Maria, right? I mean, they never expanded the zone. They weren't swinging at bad pitches. They were putting together some good at bats.
There you see Coach Chris Schexnayder, 17th year, just 4 wins away from 400.
Yeah, it comes in with 396 and a 193 record. Got 2 ties also, and 137 wins and 48 losses in district play.
We certainly wish his family all the best. I believe his mom had a little accident today, but she's going to be okay, it looks like. Thank goodness.
Let's take a look at the batting order for DUTCHTOWN, and we're going to look at here at the top of the first inning. Leading off is going to be the left fielder Carter Hanbury. Hitting second, it's going to be the catcher Dylan Champagne. Shortstop Casey McCoy hits third. Hitting cleanup, Dylan Ducherry. He plays first base. Second baseman Cade DeLon hits fifth. Andrew Fields, the designated hitter, will hit sixth. And in the 7th hole, the right fielder is Riker Rogers. Hitting eighth, Kason Johnson plays third base. And hitting ninth, the center fielder, Logan Mayo.
Your umpires for today. It is Dwayne Poole at third. I should have started with first, but Trey Viggers at first. Reggie Drummond behind the plate, and Dwayne Poole is our third base umpire, and we are ready to rock and roll. It is Carter Hansberry. Check that. Yes, no, Carter Hansberry, the left fielder today. First pitch is a strike.
And they'll be facing Lane Swanson for the Gators. Lane comes in with a 2.46 ERA. He's got 37 innings pitched on the year thus far. He's got a win-loss record of 6-2. He's got 38 strikeouts and 19 walks.
Ahead in the count for Swanson, the pitcher. And this pitch a little low. Of course, Laporte does a great job behind the plate. Saw a couple of pitches get away from the catcher. It wasn't Laporte, but just in general, just again, that slick ball and everything made a difference on Tuesday night. No excuses here tonight. This one's outside, evens the count at 2-2. Hansberry comes in with a .354 batting average. He leads the team in batting. That'll be Mr. DeWine talking to Coach Schexnayder.
I think he was telling maybe both teams to stay in the dugouts.
Not taking any chances here today, that's for sure, huh? All right, this is a 2-2 count. Fouls that one.
Yeah, he's laying down the law early, right?
No chances. He doesn't want an LSU South Carolina situation. That's a grounder. Molea to first, plenty of time. Beautiful play, and there's one away.
Let's take a look at Santa Maria defensively here in the outfield from left to right. We're going to have Connor Darr, Easton Humphrey, and Wyatt Ford. On the infield at third base, Chase Kelly. The shortstop is Ryder Molea. Second base is Landon Blanchard, and at first base is Jace Moody. Battery today for the Gators, doing the pitching, Lane Swanson, and playing catcher, Trent Laporte.
Swinging and a miss to Dylan Champagne at the plate. He's playing catcher again today. .264 batting average on the season. Swanson will rock and fire. A little low that time. Check that. The umpire has a different strike motion, too. I wasn't looking for that.
Might take us a little while to get used to it. Swanson working ahead early was 0-2 to Hanbury, and prior to that pitch was 0-2 to Champagne. It's only pitched a couple times last year. He's a grinder. He's going to fill up the zone. He's going to give everything he has.
Slides outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second batter of the top of the first. Swung on. Strike 3. Pulls the string on that one. And we have 2 away.
With a strikeout, foul number 2. Now to plate number 7.
Casey McCoy will step to the plate, batting .342. Had that big hit in the 3rd inning that tied it up, 2-2. And from there it was off to the races, but still a good play for Casey McCoy, one of the best, most complete players in the area.
Yeah, McCoy, I mean, even to that point of the game, it was 2-0, right?
Yep,
Bottom of 3. Talk about 2 out hits, timely hits.
Who just got a little ahead of it and pulls it down the left field line, but out by just about 3 or 4 feet, not by much. That would have been a double for sure.
Yeah, we talk about those timely hits going back to Tuesday. That's exactly what McCoy did. Got a pitch, didn't try to do too much with it. Knocked in a couple runs, tied that game, and made it very interesting after 3.
2 balls, 1 strike now. That was a little low. McCoy's only a junior, so they got another year with him. Strike 2. Even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've got 2 outs here in the top of the 1st. We're so glad you've joined us for the Rev game of the week. It is the rematch of the Gators and the Griffins from 2 nights ago. This one will miss outside. Got it. Did he go around? No, sir.
No.
All right, so first walk issued of the ball game. And they got a base runner on, and it brings up Dylan DeSherry. DeSherry was the DH yesterday. Now he's playing first base.
Yeah, good at bat right there by McCoy. Again, we see Swanson working ahead, but he's got a really good idea of that strike zone. That's going to be trouble.
Just barely foul. It's a little slice you talked about Tuesday night. Drop that shoulder and.
Yep, when it's coming off that right-hander's bat, if it's heading in that direction, there's a good chance it's going to be fading towards that foul line.
DeSherry, the senior. Good size for the young man, about 6'1". Laporte tried to pull it back and frame it up for the umpire, but didn't quite get there. No Oscars performances on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first. This pitch will be scooped by Molea. Molea to first, not in time. What a play. I thought it was going to get in the gap.
Oh, my gosh. I don't even know how he caught that ball. It was tough to even get a glove on it, and he made a pretty good throw to first right there. I mean, obviously, probably didn't, even if you throw it all the way in the air there, you probably don't have a shot anyway, but just the fact to make that stab, get up quickly to his feet and make a good throw over there. I thought maybe he was going to try to spin and throw to second, but McCoy got a great jump off the bat. I mean, he was going on contact, good secondary lead.
So now you got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. It brings up DeLon, the second baseman. A senior, no, check that, a sophomore, batting .250.
Yeah, Kay got a hit the Tuesday night also. I think his first at bat.
Little looping line drive taken by Blanchard, and that'll do it for the top of the 1st. We have 2 runners left stranded on 1 hit, no errors, and no runner score.
Well, let's take a look at the batting lineup for the Santa Maria Gators today. Leading off is going to be the 3rd baseman, Chase Kelly. Hitting second, the pitcher, Lane Swanson. Batting third, the catcher, Trent Laporte. Hitting cleanup, second baseman, Landon Blanchard. In the 5 hole, the right fielder, Wyatt Ford. Hitting 6th, shortstop, Ryder Molea. The DH, Parker Guidry, hits 7th. Batting 8th, Jace Moody. He plays first base. And batting 9th, the center fielder, Easton
Call the
Humphrey.
lineups for both teams during the third inning. So I want you guys to stretch and do some warm-ups, because after the Gators bat, we're going to do some dancing.
I think we got banana fever around Santa Monica. Did you get to go to the bananas? You see the bananas?
Did not.
We were there. It was pretty
neat.
It was pretty neat. It was something to see. I'm not a fan of the mass entrance, but it was general admission. You had to go find your own seat.
Really? Okay.
I could see how people get crushed at soccer stadiums.
What are the concerts and all that stuff? Huh?
Man, but it was great. It was fun.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty entertaining.
We went on Thursday night, so we didn't get to see the coach of LSU's women's basketball team go nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Would have liked to have seen that. Mm-hmm. All right, we are ready to the top of the the bottom of the second. Softball's in action tonight.
It looks like the Lady Gators are up 5-4. Not really sure who they have tonight.
Number 32.
Nonetheless,
Thought it was
they're
Live
on
Oak,
top
but I'm
right
not
now.
positive.
Could
I
be
thought I
Live
heard
Oak.
that earlier.
The Gators are going to be facing Jordan Oberle for the Griffins. He comes in with a 2.77 ERA, 30 innings pitched on the season with a win-loss record of 3-0. He has 21 strikeouts and 22 walks.
Chase Kelly batting .402 on the year. He's had a .400 batting average going into Tuesday's game, and he's got .402 now. He's got 33 hits on the year, and he's a senior. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard to hold off on that one. That looked like a good one from this angle. Obviously, I'm not in the batter's box.
Yeah, that's one that you and I would swing at because we hadn't had an at bat in 30 years.
That's right.
These guys that see it every day know that's a ball.
Absolutely. This will be a looping fly ball back to the center fielder, Logan Mayo, and Mayo will easily make the grab near the warning track. One away.
Now batting, number 7, Lane Swanson.
The pitcher, Swanson,
So
will come up.
defensively today for the Griffins in the outfield from left to right, it's going to be Carter Hanberry, Logan Mayo, and Riker Rogers. On the infield, third base Casey Johnson, shortstops Casey McCoy, second base Kate DeLong, first baseman's Dylan DeSherry. The battery today, the pitcher Jordan Oberle, and doing the catching, Dylan Champagne.
First pitch is a strike to Lane Swanson. Swanson batting .392.
We did get confirmation that was Lady Gators are playing Live Oak.
A little can of corn at shortstop, no problem for Casey McCoy to make that catch, and we've got 2 away.
Yep, Oberle filling it up early. That's what you want to see if you're the Griffins, right? Being efficient, pound that zone.
Talked to Coach Bravada earlier today, and he said he expects this one to be a low-scoring game. He thinks both pitchers are going to pitch well tonight, and it's going to be a different situation. Call, strike on the corner. Outside.
Tried to go right back out there, get ahead 0-2. It's a good picture of Coach Bravada right there in his 5th season. He's in with a record of 118 wins and 40 losses. His district record is just as impressive as Coach Shake Snyder's at 26-9.
Foul ball, foul. Over the concession stand. Evens the count of 2-2.
Oberle trying to attack Laporte. Everything on the outside portion of the dish right now. Fastballs away, breaking balls away. Knows Laporte's got some pop. He's got 4 bombs on the year. Probably trying to stay away from anything middle in.
He leads the team in batting at .403. Ball 4. Nope, got him on the corner. Call strike 3. Well done, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 goes the inning for the Griffins. And we head to the top of the second inning. No score as of yet, and we'll be back right after this. You are watching the Gators and the Griffins on the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, FCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffin's Sports Medicine Program.
Half innings, you get a dance-off here at Santa Ma. Not a bad little deal here. The crowd is really packed in here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon, and we are ready to rock and roll here at the top of the second inning. Still no score.
Pretty crisp first inning right there.
Yep,
We had a couple base runners from the Griffins right there. I mean, the Gators right there.
Fields will come on to start off the second inning. He's the DH tonight, batting .286. He played left field last night.
Check that. The Griffins had the base runners in the first, and the Gators did not. So still efficient both ways. We didn't see either pitcher get deep into pitch counts. Maybe 1-3-2 count, but apart from Tuesday, a lot less pitches thrown in that first inning.
A little off-speed pitch that time, a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've said it the whole game so far, but Swanson is doing a good job of throwing strikes early to the batters.
Ooh, that looked like the same pitch that Laporte got rung up on his last at-bat.
Ball 3 runs the count full. One of the most interesting views in high school baseball is the Gold Dome in right center field. It just doesn't, couldn't get more iconic than that here at Santa Ma. Fouled back into the screen. Stays alive.
Yeah, if you don't know the name or if you don't know where they're located, if you've ever been here, you will remember that Gold Dome.
Little chopper back to the mound. It's going to get over the head. It'll be Blanchard. Blanchard throwing to first. Punch out.
Got him, boy. That was bang, bang right there. Blanchard kind of bobbled that, but didn't panic, man. Just got the grip on it as you see Fields hustling down that first base line. Blanchard's throw just clips him.
That ball had been a split second a little slower because it was already slow. But Fields was hustling.
Yeah, that's when they put pressure. You know you have to be quick on that, and you don't have any room for error, right? And then you got Fields hustling down the line. It kind of escalates everything.
Number 11, Riker Rogers, will step to the plate. Playing right field today. Right where he was Tuesday night. Swing and a miss. Strike.
Again, another 0-2 count. Swanson, I mean, you have so many options whenever you work ahead of the hitters. You could get swings like that. You know, they have to protect, and then they might expand that zone.
Got him to chase it. The beauty of being ahead, you can throw pretty much, like you said, whatever you want. Kason Johnson will step to the plate, the sophomore, playing third. Swing and a miss. Swanson is throwing some heat and throwing strikes. Rocking and firing, fouling it down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got him.
Backdoor breaking ball right there.
So they go 1, 2, 3. Does Dutchtown. Well done for Swanson. And we are heading to the bottom of the second inning, still knotted at a big goose egg.
While we await the bottom half, let's take a look at the upcoming games that the Dutchtown Griffins have left in 5-5A. Like we said, when we touched on earlier, right, this is the actual half point of district play. They're going to finish tonight's game and then have 4 games left, 2 against Denham Springs and 2 against East Ascension. One of those games against East Ascension on April 11th will be at Spartan Field. Yeah, we'll be at Johnny Ambo Park, and we will be televising that game. Lane Swanson, I mean, you said you talked to both coaches, and they both figured that today's game would be well pitched and low scoring, and kind of followed the script thus far.
We're in the middle of the batting order. Landon Blanchard will come up along with the 5-hole hitter Wyatt Ford and number 6 Ryder Molea. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, one of the questions that I had for Coach Bravada is how do you keep these young guys focused after the big defeat on Tuesday? Do you get them? How do you get them focused for a game right back with the same team? And he said, it is a concern, but they know they've got a lot to play for, so they better keep their head to the game, or we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's looking at kind of following the standings, and they see themselves both, 4-1 tied with Live Oak, and they know they can't afford another blemish. So that game, they just file that Tuesday's games and kind of look towards this one.
Tell you what, Oberly is pitching exceptionally well.
He and Lane Swanson both.
Now batting for the Gators, number 4, Wyatt.
Wyatt Ford, Tuesday night's pitcher. He went. He was the winning pitcher. I think he went 5 innings.
10 punch outs.
Not too shabby. Yeah. Actually, 5 innings and 10 Ks. There was a time we thought maybe they were going to start. He was getting a little shaky, and then boom, he gutted it out and ended up finishing the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, Dutchtown had some base runners, but Ford extinguished him pretty quickly whenever he got in those jams.
One ball, 1 strike to the right fielder tonight. That'll be a looper into left field, and that'll be a base hit. And the Gators have their first base runner of the evening.
Yeah, nice job of the hit. And I just think it looks so nice when a left-hander stays, lets that ball travel and stays behind it, hits that ball to left field. I don't know why it looks so much more natural than when a right-hander does it. I mean, to left field, and looks so much more natural than when a right-handed hitter does it and hits that ball to right field.
Yeah, you're right.
Got a final from the softball over that left field fence right there. Live Oak defeats the Santa Maria Lady Gators 6-5. That'll give the Lady Gators their 3rd district loss of the season. Hadn't lost a game in district since 2012. I think it was like 86 straight. And they dropped 3 this year. No panic from that team, I'm sure. They're veterans in the playoffs and the championship games. Definitely can't count them out.
Grounder in the gap. It's going to get through to left field. That'll advance the runner. So we got 2 hits in a row. And that was Ryder Molea.
Yeah, not bad pitches by Oberly right there, right? I mean, Wyatt Ford, we saw it wasn't a missile into left field, just kind of hit it where they weren't. And then that one right there, I mean, you couldn't have thrown that one better, right? Just in between Casey Johnson and Casey McCoy right there. Neither one of them really had a shot at it.
the beauty of baseball. You know, you can be hitting the ball so well and so hard and just hitting to somebody every time. And then, you know, just a little fraction of an inch that gets past the glove of the shortstop.
Yep. And then if you're Oberle, you got to do exactly what he just did. Keep filling up the zone. Don't panic. Don't try to strike everybody out. Throw the team on your shoulders. Feel like you have to do everything. Just keep throwing strikes.
Breaking ball misses high.
Know that you know, we saw Dutchtown turn at least 2 double plays the other night for sure. It might have been 3. But if you're Oberle right here, you got to know you're just 1 pitch away from getting out of this.
That one's going to be a hard hit right in the gap in between short and third. They're going to hold him at third base. So Wyatt Ford will hold at third, 3 base hits in a row, and all of a sudden the Gators have kind of figured out the pace of Oberle.
Yeah, that ball hit pretty hard right there through that 6 hole. That one was barreled a little bit better. Maybe a little pattern here. We're seeing every hit towards that left field side.
Started the second with a strikeout of Blanchard. Since then, he's given up 3 straight hits. A little low. Again, pitching very well, but the difference between him and Swanson's been able to get those first couple of strikes over and then open up his repertoire. To the third baseman, scoop. There's your set. There's your double play opportunity.
There
and
you
they
go,
got
right
it
there.
just
Always
like
one
they planned
pitch.
it.
Always 1 pitch. Good play.
4-3 goes that double play.
You see Cason Johnson starting at 5-4-3. I thought maybe he was going to come home and get that first out for sure to make sure that run didn't score, but turned beautifully by Cade DeLong there to end that inning.
And that will do it for the second inning. We'll head to the top of the third. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a tight baseball game here, still not at 0. We'll be back right after this. You are watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, SCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffin's Sports Medicine Program.
Logan Mayo will lead things off. He is the 9-hole hitter. Then we're back to the top of the order with Hansberry and Champagne. I don't know if that was a strike on the outside corner. Swanson on the mound, doing a great job. We've got a new announcer up here, and he is rocking. You should have seen him dancing down there. This one's going to be a looper. Making a play. Left fielder makes the play, and that's Connor Dar makes the stop, or makes the catch, and we've got 1 down.
Yeah, off the bat, that ball looked like it might have got to the gap. Kind of held up there. Connor Dar did not have to go very far.
No, he took a couple of steps to his left, and we now have Carter Hanberry. This one, again, gets under it. It's a pop fly, right field. It will be Wyatt Ford. Got turned around a little bit. He's lucky he was able to put a glove on that one because he was doing a little bit of a jig. Give the young man a run for his money.
I'm looking at the flag, though. I don't see any wind blowing, but if you look, there's like 4 different shades out there, so he's probably in and out of that sun the entire way. Spun him around, but stayed with it for a good play for that second out.
Catcher Dylan Champagne, the lefty, swung on and fouled. I can do a lot of things. I can't keep track of the pitch count. I don't have enough fingers. But I tell you, he's definitely been a minimalist pitcher tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you better be ready when you go in there, because if you're not, you're going to be 0-2.
That's right.
Right? Immediately.
Foul back into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two down here. This is the third batter of the top of the third inning.
Ooh, good play.
Got him right across the plate, and we go down 1, 2, 3 goes the inning. 2 pop outs and a K. We head to the middle of the third inning.
Yeah, so now we'll take a look at the Santa Maria Gators' remaining 5-5A district games. They're going to get 2 against Walker and 2 at Live Oak. Those 2 teams both are 4-1 right now in the district, right? And, I mean, that's barring any losses or any more blemishes, that's going to be the matchup there on the 11th and the 13th.
No doubt about it.
April.
No doubt about it. They will be playing, like you said, without something unforeseen for the district championship. And that, you know, it's always meant something to win the district, and it just really is a special thing to be able to do when you're, whether you're a baseball player, basketball, or football, whatever. Winning that district is the first step to postseason glory.
And then when I was walking into Griffin Park the other day, I was looking, and there's, on the backside of the visitors' bullpen, there's all the signs, district champs, this much money. We look in the left field over here, and you see state champs up there. I mean, those are big deals, man. You like to kind of post that. And that's what builds that resume.
Both of these teams, for their histories, have been very good, especially in baseball. Easton Humphrey, our 9-hole hitter for the Gators. And then we're back to the top of the order with Chase Kelly and Lane Swanson.
Easton had a good game Tuesday night. I know he had a couple hits. 1 bunt hit, 1 fastball hit, just like that, right up the middle.
Hot shot up the middle in the center field. And so they had 3 base hits in the second inning. They lead off with a base hit from the 9-hole hitter.
Yeah, you think about 4 out of the last 5 hitters have gotten base hits, yet they have not scored.
Right, that's right.
That's a pretty good job by Overly right there. Timely pitching, or executing that pitch when you need to.
And then the confidence of the defense to turn that double play. Squaring the bunt, we saw that a lot on Tuesday. Pulled it back.
Yeah, you did mention that a lot. That Bravado liked to bunt, especially in the conditions that we were in Tuesday, just trying to force the Griffins' hands.
Ooh, inside, pulls it back just in time. 2-0. The other thing about those 4 hits you're just talking about is that none of them were real. They weren't dribblers. They weren't. They were pretty well hit balls and placed very well.
Yeah, they weren't little nubbers 6 feet in front of the plate.
I believe that was a protection of his face. He fouled that one off. We did. I mean, gosh, it's a scary moment in Tuesday. I keep calling it Tuesday, but that Tuesday game was an interesting all the way around with batter hitting the head.
Mm-hmm. Shook that off, went right to first base immediately.
I would have been under the bench in a fetal position. Thought about throwing. Dives back. Does Humphrey.
Gave him one chance to get that bunt down. Missed it. Now we're swinging away.
Well, now you got me noticing that shoulder dip on the right-handers. But you don't see as much on the left-handers going opposite field.
Oh, yeah. Good pitch.
Same spot. Foul ball.
Oh, he's got a really good breaking ball, and he's got really good control of it. to throw that pitch at any time, any count, any location.
Plenty of time by Humphrey. Have they been able to teach the breaking ball a different way these days than they did back when we were kids?
You know, I don't know. And then, you know, if you talk to Dr. Andrews and some of those guys that, back in our day, if you threw too many curveballs or if you threw a curveball too early, you were going to hurt your elbow. And then, that's why we see all the Tommy John surgeries. And Dr. Andrews, the famous Tommy John surgeon, he kind of came out a year or two, maybe a little longer than that, and actually said that he thinks the majority of these Tommy John surgeries are just from overuse, not so much of breaking balls are too early.
Well, when you're playing 90 games as a fifth grader, I mean, I can see where that would be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but then you see, you think about the Latin countries. Those guys never stop playing baseball, and they don't have arm injuries as frequent as we do. I don't know. I don't get it.
Strike on the outside corner. Again, squaring the bunt. We got a runner in scoring position in Humphrey. That was the first walk issued by Oberle.
Swanson trying to get this bunt down, trying to help his cause.
Bunting is a lost art, and it is an art. There's a lot of skill to it, but when you're a good bunter, you're.
I mean, if you think about these leadoff hitters, man, if they can just implement that every now and then, just a little drag down that third baseline or a push bunt to that second base whenever they're playing deep, you find your own, yourself on base a lot more. Batting average goes up.
One ball, two strikes. We're still no outs here in the bottom of the third. I tell you, it makes a difference to have a scoreboard.
The old manila folder.
Anybody aspiring to be a sportscaster needs to make sure they have the proper tools. Well, he really did want to.
He balked right there. Yeah, must have not come set right there.
So that will advance the runners to second and third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That balk call is such a subtle thing to me. You probably see it, like it's a beacon out there. But for me, it truly is a subtle thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a pitcher, it's ingrained in your brain, like these things that you cannot do. You have to come set for at least a second and a half, or they're going to call a balk, or if you twitch, or if you break that front knee before you go home a little bit early.
That's a drive into center field. It will score the runner on a sacrifice. They're going to go to third and hit the cutoff man. So we have a 1-0 ball game. So Swanson does his job. He does his job. He knocked it deep enough to score the run, and it didn't hurt that the balk was there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he tried to get the bunt down, didn't get it down, and all you're trying to do is sacrifice. You want to get the runners over. The balk helps. Now he knows he's just got to get something elevated into that outfield to push that first run across.
Laporte will drive this one into left field, but right to the left fielder, Hanbury. And he's going to be gunned at the plate. What a throw. Tried to just see if they could sneak one in, and Hanbury guns him from left.
God, what a good throw. Watch
it here.
Man.
Boom.
Yep, not even close. But you have to try there, right, if you're San Diego.
So Laporte will come back. Never mind, check that.
Gators 1, Griffin 0.
We head to the top of the fourth. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week. 1 run scores. Back in a minute.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only REV Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. REV Business.
The athletic training staff of DUTCHTOWN High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, FCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
We are back to action, and Swanson on the mound. You know, I mentioned the pitch count, and our executive producer back at Rev Central got a good pitch count, 43 pitches after 3, 29 strikes. I would say that's pretty efficient.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're in the top of the 4th inning right now, and I mean, even though they had another couple base runners there, a balk, Sandoval pushes a run across. Another double play by the Griffins to end that inning. Not the conventional, right?
Right. I don't think I tempted the quarterback on that one. That one is fair ball right over the third base bag, and that is going to be a huge double. McCoy will stand up for 2 and just down the third base left field line, perfectly placed.
Well, got that pitch on the inner half, maybe even inner third right there. Cleared the hips, pulled the hands in, got the head to the ball, shot it right past the third baseman, Chase Kelly right there. Really no shot. Carnadar runs it down in left field. Holds McCoy to a double.
Real quick scoring update. East Ascension Denham Springs scoreless after 4. Denham Springs looking to make some hay. 2 in a row. This one will be a slow roller. Third base. Kelly will look to second, hold him there, throw to first for the out. And we have one away. Well done for Kelly. Just a slow line.
Just textbook grounder right there, though. I mean, you came in and got that little short hop, didn't stay back. I mean, if he doesn't move forward right there, that's an in-between hop, right? Tough hop to play. Comes in, gets a nice little short hop, checks the runner at second. Actually threw a pretty firm rocket over there to first base. I was impressed with that arm.
Cade DeLong, one away here. He will drop his shoulder and foul it off down the first base line, over the first base dugout. I'm glad they haven't implemented the microphones in the catcher's ears for high school yet.
It's the only real baseball left.
That's right.
No pitch clocks.
Nope.
You can pick the first as many times as you want. The bases are still the same size.
No NIL yet either.
Yeah. No transfer portal.
Man. Oh, to the count again. I mean, it seems like we're a broken record here for Swanson.
Yeah, the scorekeepers up here ought to just put 0-2 to begin with and then start from there.
Good shot at DeLong there from across the plate. Looking right down the pipe. Look at that. High shot. It'll get there. Wow, good hit. Good job for DeLong.
Yeah, I think McCoy might have got a little late jump right there. Typically, you'll see that base runner be around where the shortstop usually plays, about halfway. Because if he catches the ball and you tag and go to third, you still have 2 outs or that 1 out. Oh, no, that's my fault. No, he did the right thing, yeah. I was thinking that was the second out, that fly ball right there. Yeah, with 2 outs, you want to be a little further than that so you can score.
There's a good punt down
squeeze
to the pitcher. Squeeze play is good, and they will not get the runner. It'll get past the first baseman, Moody, and runners will stay at the corners, and the run scores, and we've got a tie ball game. Beautifully laid down bunt on the squeeze. soon as he rocked and fired, he was coming.
Perfect right there. You just mentioned if you can get the bunt down, you can make things happen, right?
I got my crystal ball right here. Riker Rogers, that was Fields on the bunt.
It's the little things.
Oh, my goodness, another. These are the throwing errors that we saw the Griffins make on Tuesday, and that was a big mistake for Swanson.
Yeah, that ball goes into the dugout, so Fields going to get 2 bases right there.
So Fields will go to third base. DeLon scores on the error by the pitcher.
He's won. We were when we did the East Ascension Santa Maria game here the other night. East Ascension had bases loaded, no outs, and Santa Maria picked one of their runners off at third base.
Wow.
Probably a little something in their playbook. It's been successful for them. Just got to make a good throw.
Foul ball. Sends the runner back. Because Laporte couldn't find the ball. He could not. If he didn't nip the bat, he would have been across the plate for 3 runs. Boy, as you know, sometimes everything is very efficient, and all of a sudden you hit a slight bump in the road, and you got to really regroup. Now I want to put your theory to the test. If this is a strike after the mound visit, then we'll know it's not just a theory; it's a law. The Mohler law. I mean,
I'm getting a little update. Maybe be learning something here, but somebody's telling me that the field umpire does keep time, and the Santa Maria's catcher does have an earpiece.
So much for purity.
Right.
I'm out. Tried to lay down the bunt down the first baseline that time and couldn't do so. This is Rogers. 0-2.
And he has that count again.
We're in the top of the 4th. The Griffins have taken the lead here, and this is a swing. Fouled it, just barely caught a microbe of the bat. Stays alive. 1 down. You got Fields at third base. Pooh inside. First ball to the batter, Riker Rogers. The right fielder for the DUTCHTOWN Griffins. That was a looping shot. Have to run on up, backing up to make the play is the shortstop Molea. Molea gets out number 2.
Yeah, got in the hands of Rogers right there. Had the right idea. You want to get something into that outfield any way you can. Just not enough oomph on that one.
2 down now. See if Swanson can continue.
Wiggle his way out of this one.
Yep. This is Kason Johnson, your third baseman tonight. Sophomore. It is a looping pop fly to right field, and this time Wyatt Ford does not do the Santa Maria jig and makes the catch. So 1 runner left stranded on 2 hits. 2 runs come across, and they take the lead 2-1 as we head to the middle of the 4th.
Yeah, let's take a look at the non-select baseball power rankings. Division I right here from the District 5-5A. 4 and 5 is obviously what we saw Tuesday night. Santa Maria at 4 and DUTCHTOWN at 5, or did it flip-flop? I can't recall.
I think it's the same.
Okay, it's the same. Yeah, because I don't think it's got updated yet. But and then Live Oak right behind them at 6. We talked about Santa Maria and Live Oak kind of vying for that first place position in District 5-5A. Walker's comes in at 11, 14 for East Ascension, and Denham Springs comes in at number 20.
So that pre-district schedule, you talked about it several times, and that is crucial. I mean, you can schedule your way into the playoffs almost. If you win,
well, yeah,
you got to win.
I mean, you think about like all the tournaments that these guys play in this parish. I mean, they have three turns of Stephen Richardson. They play in the 2 Grenier. They play in the Jay Patterson. There's some ballers that come to that tournament, right? So you pick up a couple W's there, you get a nice amount of power points there.
Oberly ahead in the count. Just rears back and heaves it. This is Landon Blanchard, by the way, at the plate. Lefty sophomore. Gosh, strike went around on that one. Couldn't hold back.
Big crowd. The crowd's getting bigger. I'm looking at the line at the concession stand here. Now the softball game's over, we've probably got a bunch of fans trickling over from that game.
Supper time. Look at that diving effort. Nice job by Dylan DeSherry, and DeSherry will get it just on before it hits the dirt on a nice diving play.
This ball got in on Blanchard just a little bit of that breaking ball. Good jump, good reaction by DeSherry right there at first.
Wyatt Ford, the dancing right fielder. The wind has died down. The flags are straight down these days right now, so not going to get much help if he gets it up in the air.
Sun completely behind everything now. No more shadows.
Foul ball down over the fence. Oh, that was a good shot. Diving effort. Well done by DeLon. 2 diving plays in a row for the Griffins.
Do it, Cade. What a play right there. That ball had base hit written all over it off the bat. Great jump by DeLon, diving to the glove side, makes a stab quick to his feet for that second out.
Another softball final. Dutchtown over East Ascension 9-6. Dutchtown 9-0 in District 5 5A play. This pitch just catches the outside corner.
I said to his feet. He jumped up to his feet. He didn't even get there. He just got to his knees and had to get rid of it.
I think Oberly's getting stronger as the day has gone on. A little low that time.
Yeah, a couple base runners, couple double plays, right? Gave up a run. Got out of a couple jams with a couple double plays, but hasn't flinched, man. He's still filling up the strike zone.
Just misses the third base line on the bunt.
Yeah, congrats to Coach Nancy Inchminger and the Lady Griffins. Dutchtown will enter the playoffs as the #1 seed for the first time in school history. Excellent job by the Lady Griffins.
Rocks and fires outside. Runs the count to 2-2. Bottom of the fourth, Griffin's leading 2-1 over the Gators here at Griffin Park. That's the Gator Park. Too many G's going on. Full count. Ball 4, and that is the second walk issued by Oberly.
Just a bit off the outside corner right there. Good eye by Molea. Down in the count, battled it, got himself back into a 3-2 count, took a good pitch. Finds himself on first base.
Excuse me. DH sophomore Parker Guidry. His trip up, he had a base hit in the second. Low and outside. mean, it's standing room only here at the Gator Field. Foul ball. Breaking ball leaves it high. 2 balls and a strike now. 2 outs, you got a runner at first base in Molea. Going at first, got back. Ooh, he was kind of leaning to second base that time, and he's lucky he was able to shift his weight quickly enough to get back to first base.
Yeah, you get them when they're getting that last little step towards second base. When we get that weight leaning to second base, you might be able to catch him.
There's nothing worse than that feeling where you know you're leaning and they're coming and you got to just do everything you can to get back.
It almost turns into slow motion and you know you're a dead duck over there.
Been a dead duck before, and it's not a good thing. 3 balls and a strike here. He does not want to issue walk number 2 in a row. Probably an obvious statement. A little high, and he does issue walk number 2 in a row, 3rd walk of the game.
Injury. Draws the ball for Gators at first and second.
Yeah, it looks like Oberly was kind of protecting against Molea, trying to steal maybe at second base right there. You see Coach Stoneplate come and talk to him. I just noticed he was going super quick to the plate. That slide step, man, it's good. You know, it gives your catcher a chance to throw that runner out if he takes off. But, man, if you try to go too quick to the point where it takes away your focus to the hitter,
yep,
this is exactly what we just saw is going to happen. I mean, you just have to remember that hitter's still my main priority, especially with 2 outs. I don't care if he's still second and third if I get the hitter out, right?
Right.
I mean, nobody scores.
Right. All right, look at that. We're right foot creeping over here. I'm not sure what that is, but I know my children do it. Nobody holding them on, so not a big danger to throw, obviously.
Sometimes, I know I used to do it. I really wasn't trying to pick anybody off right there. I didn't like the sign that I got from the catcher.
Interesting. Breaking ball outside.
Instead of shaking and shaking and shaking and confusing everybody, I would just spin and throw it and kind of, regroup.
Well, that was before they had microphones, right? I mean,
yeah.
You didn't have
well,
electronics in your ear.
You had to figure something out.
You had to figure out what the catcher was telling you. Did he do a inside fastball?
Yeah, or if I forgot if it was first sign or second sign, I don't want to cross him up.
Oh, man. See, there's so much more that we don't realize is going on between the ears of the pitcher. Not just rearing back and throwing. Ball 2. Inside again. This is that was the 64th pitch for Oberly, our chief statistician. Back in the studio, we appreciate it. 3 balls, no strikes. You got 2 outs. You got a runner in scoring position. 2 runners on the pond, and that will be a called strike. Just catches the inside corner.
Yeah, Moody taking all the way right there.
Oh yeah.
Little square around, a little just kind of try to break your concentration and get you to throw a ball.
He'll drive this one to Looper into right field. That's going to score 1 run to tie the ball game, and he's safe. Sliding in safe. Good job and a great effort from Moody right there to drive the ball on the right.
Yeah, got that 3-1 pitch. A lot of times you'll see somebody try to yank that, man, with 2 outs. He just stayed, let that ball travel. Outer third probably, and just drove that ball in the right field. Picked that tying run up. Molea scores for the second run.
So that was the first of his 2 walks that he's issued. So that's difficult, tough to deal with.
Another timely hit by Sandoval like we saw Tuesday.
So the inning went 1-2, 2 quick outs, and then we had 2 quick walks, and then the great timely, as you mentioned, timely hitting by Moody. This is Humphrey. Humphrey had a base hit, scored a run back in the 3rd.
Hit the first pitch he saw right back up the middle for a base hit. Now Humphrey can fly. Wouldn't surprise me to see if he dropped one down on that third baseline right here.
Boy, this one was a looping shot to right field. It's still going back over the track. It just kept floating and floating and floating. And it was good job right there for Riker Rogers to hang on to it. And
man, that ball just drifted.
Still going, still going. There's that Sandoval dipsy-do. We head to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back right after this. We are tied at 2 apiece. 2 runners left stranded on 1 hit. We'll be back after this.
REV Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. REV Business.
The athletic training staff of DUTCHTOWN High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, FCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
We are back to the top of the order. Check that.
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh, okay, there we go. Somebody came over and put a mark on my book. I didn't see that. Mayo. Top of the 5th. We're knotted at 2 apiece. We have had an excellent baseball game today.
Excellent pace as well.
Inside, he definitely bunted. And that'll be a strike. Strike 2, automatic.
Golly. Well, there's some young pitchers watching this game. We're going to watch a replay. Just pay attention to how Lane Swanson is getting ahead of these Griffin hitters. It just makes it so much more difficult. I mean, you have so many more options. You can go, different locations. You can go, different speeds. Get hitters to chase out of the zone.
Luckily, our plate umpire, Reggie Drummond, is okay. Got knocked with that one. I think it caught him on the forearm.
A little courtesy visit right there. Good job by Trent Laporte giving that home plate umpire a little breather to recover.
That's going to be a big hit with a 1-2 count, and he will drive it into center field, and that's a base hit.
Yeah, I got that fastball up, man. That was center cut, right middle part of the plate. Mayo barrels it right back where it came from, right up the middle. Good leadoff, and Mayo can fly. He's only got 5 bags on the year.
Back to the top of the order with Hanbury.
We see him courtesy run a lot.
That was the 61st pitch of the game for, check that, the 62nd pitch for Swanson. One ball, one strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now. No outs, and we're in the top of the 5th inning. The Griffins and the Gators tied at 2 apiece. A lot of baseball left in this regular season. This one's going to be an opportunity. It's going to actually drift out of play. Just trying to watch at that time was Moody.
You see everybody in the stands over there trying to wiggle out of the way of that one right there. Those ones that just make it out over that backstop. You got to watch out for those.
Got to be paying attention. I just remember when a lot of ballparks didn't have these nets except right behind the home plate, and man, you better be paying attention. LSU was like, I mean, you could get a screamer coming down the
first and third base.
This was a much better throw to first on the pick move. Just kind of keeping him honest.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Mayo to go right here. I know it's tough with that lefty, but still you're going to go first move. Just got to pick your time.
Strike. And that'll ring him up.
Strikeout.
With that pitch down in the zone. Got Hanbury to chase and expand. When you know you want that feeling as a pitcher whenever you throw this pitch, hey, with the intent that I want you to swing at this pitch out of the zone, and whenever it actually happens, you're like, whoa. That's almost threw that one away right there. You see Moody trying to deke him a little bit, act like he got down the first base line.
That was the 5th strikeout on the evening for Swanson. This is Champagne. Look at that breaking ball finding the mark. Boy, that was wicked. Thought I was from Boston for a second.
Right there, those lefty on lefty breaking balls.
Whew.
Gotta love them. Start about 2 feet behind the hitter and work their way back over the dish.
Strike.
And then you come back and paint that outside corner. It's almost not fair.
Everybody talks about velocity, velo, when you're pitching. You can have the hardest pitcher in the world, but if he can't control it, that's one thing. But somebody that doesn't have all the speed in the world, you can still be a very effective pitcher.
Absolutely.
Going to be a looper. It might get down, and it does. And it gets past our left fielder, Dar, and that will get him at the third. Oh, they tried to stretch it to third and just couldn't get there. Great throw by Dar, as Dar made a little bit of a mistake to let that ball get past him, and then he guns him at third base for out number 2.
Yeah, you gotta like the aggressiveness by Mayo right there. He never really checked up around second base, but Dar made an absolutely perfect throw for that second out.
Boy, it's a good thing he was able to find it quickly.
Yeah. Intentionally walked McCoy there. We got a courtesy runner for Champagne at second. Good job by Champagne moving up on that throw too, getting himself in scoring position. I can't see that far out there. Is it who our courtesy runner is?
You're asking the wrong guy. In terms of, there's a scoop. Perfect throw. The shortstop, Molea, is just beautiful and so absolutely pure when he makes that throw. And that does it for the top of the 5th inning.
Well, that's textbook right there. Charge, get that big hop, throw off balance off that one leg they play. Shortstops love to make that play right there. It looks so pretty. Now let's take a look at the Division non-select baseball playoff format. We talked about it a little bit earlier. It's so important to try to get one of those top 8 seeds because you get that first round bye. See, they're going to have 24 teams, but if you can be one of those top 8, you can rest nonetheless, right? I mean, you want to get that first round bye if you can, and then seeds 9 through 24, that Bidistrict round will be the best of 3 at the higher seeds. That's going to be April 17th through the 19th, and the regionals and quarterfinals. Also, best out of 3 at the higher seed. And semifinals and finals will be at McMurry Park in Sulphur on May 10th and May 11th. Nice solid play by Molea to end that inning right there.
And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's Chase Kelly, the top of the order, so we'll go 1, 2, and 3 up for the Gators. It'll be Kelly, Swanson, and Laporte. And again, both of our pitchers have gone the distance so far. And Oberle has pitched his way out of a few jams, and you've said it a couple of times, pitched the right pitch to get the ball to go where it needed to be to get that double play or whatever.
Yeah, you execute and you make the pitch that you need to make when you need to make it. That's what keeps you in the game.
Yeah.
And, but like I said, both pitchers have had traffic on the base, but no panic. Well, this is going to be a new pitcher right here.
Oh, glad I could join the team. Glad I could join the game.
This is going to be Kason Johnson. Comes in with a 1.42 ERA. 24 innings pitched on the season. Got a 2 wins and no losses. 18 punch outs and 10 walks. So Oberle goes 4, does his job, keeps his team. I mean, that 2-2 was the score we had Tuesday night, but it was after 3, right? So we made it to the 4th inning with the same score. You see the Griffins go to the bullpen first with Kason Johnson.
3-1 the count here. First batter and a swing and a miss. A mighty rip for Chase Kelly, and it'll run the count to full. Rares back and fouls it into the screen. Just got under that one.
Got a piece right there. That's, man, if you have confidence right now, the changeup is the best pitch in the world to throw in this position. Whenever that hitter fouls your fastball straight back with some velocity, that means he just missed it. Great time to throw a changeup. Well, or you can just throw the fastball by him again the next pitch. But that was a good location, right?
Yep. So Kelly strikes out swinging. And Johnson does his job as he steps onto the mound for the first batter. Strikeout number 1 for him brings up Lane Swanson, the lefty. Just inside.
Kason Johnson, we mentioned he's just a sophomore. Coming in a pretty crucial little situation right here. You got to love it, man. Get you some experience. Got a great pitching body. Tall, thin. Can create some torque out there.
Boy, just out. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Good, better take, I guess, by Swanson because it was a ball.
Yep. Wow, I thought that was going to hit it.
Yeah, that ball came back. He saw he got way on the outside of that thing. That was some kind of borderline Greg Maddux fastball right there.
This one will be a pop-up. Shallow.
Doesn't see it. He does not see it.
Nope. And it's going to drop. Boy, lost it completely.
He did the right thing, though. I mean, he threw his hands up immediately, never saw it. Not that Hanbury or Rogers could have got there because, I mean, it was almost in dead center field.
So a double.
Yeah, that's a double. Unfortunate. Well, we're going to have a courtesy runner for Lane Swanson also. Rhett Martin. Got 10 stolen bases on the year already.
This is Laporte. Just outside.
Yeah, unfortunate right there for Johnson. Made a good pitch. It happens.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Let's just see how he reacts to it.
Not holding him on. Just outside that time. Fouled back into the screen or over the screen, right over the press box.
Probably onto the street over there.
Our director's worried about his car. Outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now.
Griffin still working Laporte primarily on that outside part of the plate. They've been pretty successful out there thus far. If they can nip the corner, that one just misses and Laporte draws a walk.
Final line on Oberly. 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs through 68 pitches.
Gators at first, number 30.
Landon Blanchard. Check that. This Wyatt forward at the plate.
Got a courtesy running for Laporte at first. That's going to be sophomore Andon Miet.
Saw him a few times Tuesday night.
Dylan DeSherry wants to have a little conversation.
Maybe they're going to try the old hidden ball trick.
No.
Hey, you want to do it now? Let's do it now. Okay, let's do it now.
Knock the dust off of a trick play. Hadn't seen that thing in forever.
Here's back inside. Paul gets away from him. Is going to advance the runners. Runners in scoring position. We got a runner at third and Martin, and you got Miat at second.
Martin and Miet.
Ford's got a 1-1 count. We got 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Low and inside.
A meeting from Coach Tomplay. No one warming up in that Griffin bullpen. It'll be Johnson's ball game for the time being.
I think, as we've talked about all kind of the whole game, is that both coaches predicted this one very well. They know their players. They know how they're going to react to different things and different situations. And I mean, it has been night and day.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
And which is what we expected from the Griffins. I mean, Griffins is a very good baseball team. They just had a rough game the other night.
But you got to think, like, I mean, how opposite the reactions would have had to been, right? I mean, you got the Griffins need to bounce back from, a little rough patch trying to throw strikes over there, and then you got the Gators who, were on the better side of the 10-run rule. How are they going to react to that? Do they think the Griffins are going to come in and lay down again, or do you both teams have answered the call today.
Evens the count at 2-2 at that foul ball.
Strike after a meeting, by the way. Mark that down.
It's Mohler's law. There's going to be a little golf swing into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score, maybe 2, and that breaks the deadlock, and it does. 2-run score on the golf swing drive into right field.
Yeah, that's that ball I tell you got to be careful with all the time, man. Those left-handed hitters love that pitch down and in, and that's exactly where Blanchard got that pitch. He drops the head on it, pulls that ball into right field to pick up 2 RBIs and put the Gators up 4-2.
Throwing the first, checking him back. Wyatt Ford at the plate. That's going to be an infield pop-up. Calling him off, second baseman.
See DeLon, he just called him off, did exactly what he's supposed to do. You can see his mouth moving a little bit, so you know he's verbal, and then you see he's doing the hand signals as well. Get everybody out there. Take control, that's what you want to see.
Molea. Two outs. 2 runs have come across to give the Gators a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Foul ball foul. Have you got a chance to watch Catholic High this year?
Have not.
Did you?
They're the
you
number
heard
one
about
team in the country, maybe?
In the country.
Yeah, I did hear that.
20 scouts, pro scouts at the CHS, I say CHS, both CHS Central and Catholic game the other night.
Is it the Schmidt guy they look at, or what's his last name?
Schmidt. That one is going to be a well-played ball. Good jump by the center fielder, Mayo, excuse me. And the Gators take a 2-run lead. 1 runner left on a couple of hits. No errors, and we will take a quick break. The Gators leading 4-2 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
The athletic training staff of DUTCHTOWN High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, FCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
Swanson back on the bump, and Cade DeLon will be our first batter. He is the 5-hole hitters. DeLon, Fields, and Rogers will be the first 3 batters in the top of the 6th. So they trail by 2 runs. Nice offensive effort that time by the Gators. Swing and a miss. Not losing much velocity in the top of the 6th inning for Swanson.
Still pumping first pitch strikes. Going deep into this game is Swanson.
Look at that breaking ball, just zoop. That's the sound it made, by the way, too.
You could hear that from up here. Right? He's in his 6th inning, so gets complete through this inning completely. He'll lead the team with 43 innings pitched on the season. A little bit down there.
Try to get him to chase it. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. First batter in the top of the 6th. Ooh, it got him square between the numbers, the 2 and the 6. There'll be a mark there tomorrow.
2 and 2. Looked like Swanson tried to come a little fastball inside. And I talked about that, I think it was maybe Tuesday, maybe even last week. Like, it's so important. Like, if you're a high school pitcher that can actually pitch inside, you can be so much more effective. I mean, we see pitchers try to, a lot of these games they'll throw inside and ball or whatever. So then you kind of figure, oh, that's just for effect. Let me just keep looking middle away. But whenever you have that pitcher that can control that inside part of the plate and actually throw strikes in there, that keeps you completely honest as a hitter.
Andrew Fields will take his first strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Fields batting .286. He had a base hit in the 3rd and 4th.
A little squeeze bunt, right?
Yep.
Ended up reaching base successfully.
And he scored on the throwing error by Swanson. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Fields. 3 balls. I haven't seen this very often. Fouls it up, runs the count full.
Yeah.
Outside, that's walk number 3 for Swanson. So we've got a runner in scoring position now at second base. And DeLong fields at first on the walk and brings up Riker Rogers.
They do have some action down there in that Santa Mall bullpen.
Looks like they're giving him some time to warm up.
Yeah, he's going to talk, get him 4 or 5 pitches. A little bit longer time to get hot. No, they're going to leave him in there. Coach Inlow giving Swanson some words of wisdom out there.
Update on East Ascension Denham Springs, 4-3 East Ascension after 6. They're in the 7th, and EA is leading 4-3. Get back in the on deck. Oh, they got to get the donut.
Oh, we got a pinch hitter here. We got Ryland Mayo hitting for Rogers.
Second base.
Okay. Tried a little back pick.
No outs here in the top of the 6th with runners at first and second.
Got the square right here, huh?
Mayo, excuse me, he does square to bunt right down the third base line. It's going to stay fair.
That's going to be everyone's
beautiful job. We thought only the Santa Mall Gators could bunt, but the Griffin said no, sir.
Oh, and that's exactly what Mayo was in there to do. Actually, probably just try to, he's trying to give himself up right there, and he can fly. I mean, if your name's Mayo, you can fly, right? But he can,
right.
He gets that ball perfectly. You can make have a better bump than that down that third base line.
So now, I know I should know this, but the tan, the dirt grass, the dirt turf is the same level as the grass turf. So that to me is the difference, because on a natural field you'd have a little bit of a bevel there, and that would run it off possibly out of play.
Correct.
Mike's just saying, "Yeah, man, we know that, bro. Thanks for pointing that out." Okay, a little slow on the uptake sometimes. Gets away from Laporte, but it's not going to go far enough for anybody to do anything.
Johnson going to try to help himself out right here.
Johnson struck out in the 2nd, flew out for the 3rd out in the 4th. No outs. Right to 3rd, and it will be taken by Kelly. Got it! What a play by Kelly. Scooped up the hot grounder, threw it to home, got the runner at the plate, and Laporte throws to first for the double play.
Wow, check that out again right there. How fast did Laporte get rid of that ball? An absolute cannon to first base to complete that double play.
How about that 5-2-3 double play?
Whew, just what Swanson ordered, right?
Absolutely. Logan Mayo. 2 outs, runner at 3rd and 2nd now.
Well, we've seen some opportunities erased with some double plays today.
Well, you know,
a well defensively played game.
Kind of reminds me of LSU. Half the time they're in an effort to score, and they'll hit in that double play. But Laporte had to readjust things.
Kind of final for the East Ascension Denham Springs game. East Ascension ends up winning that game 4-3.
So they come back after a tough loss on Tuesday.
Little bounce back.
Off-speed pitch finds the mark. Strike one. Boy, some good defense getting Swanson out of a jam that time. Foul back. Strike two. I'm calling breaking ball for a strike.
2-2, good spot for it. Fastball.
Got him on the corner and strike him out.
Swanson, ladies and gentlemen, for the strikeout.
Mayo down on strikes. Watt got him looking, and we head to the bottom of the sixth inning.
Yeah, paintball right there. We were looking breaking ball. Maybe Mayo was too, but what a great job by Lane Swanson to pitch himself out of that bases-loaded jam. All right, that's happening, and let's take a look at the Rev games of the week. The only game we have left regular season is going to be next Thursday, April 11th, and it's going to be at East Ascension, the game against Dutchtown versus EA. And we will have some playoff games, right? We're just not, obviously we're not sure, how everything's going to pan out. Hopefully, these teams, inter-parish teams, will stay highly ranked and get a bunch of home games through the playoffs.
No complaints there for sure. It's hard to believe it's playoff time already. Getting close.
I know, right?
Almost the end of the school year.
Man, that's crazy.
Just provided your actual dance contest winner.
All right. Top of the order, Chase Kelly, Swanson. No, check
it should be Guidry.
Yep,
yeah,
Guidry, yep. There we go. Guidry, Moody, and Humphrey, the bottom of the order. Just the opposite. Just the opposite. Strike. A little high. Wanted to pull the trigger. Changed his mind, thankfully.
Man, that looked like a good pitch right there.
Fouls that one off. Two balls, two strikes, no outs. We're in the bottom of the sixth. And that little off-speed pitch just meandered its way to the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're all full here. Johnson got him looking. I'll tell you, Guidry was a little surprised.
Yeah, he was. He was about ready to toss that bat towards the dugout.
Second strikeout for Johnson, who came in the 5th.
Borderline pitch right there.
Jace Moody, first baseman. Takes one high. Moody hit into a double play. Had a base hit in the 4th. Way outside. 2-0. Humphrey is on deck.
Ooh,
Got ahead of it.
Healthy hack right there, 2-0. He got a pitch he loved right there. Just got a little bit anxious, a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss, a mighty hack. Two balls, two strikes. Outside, runs the count full. Ooh, inside. And that will walk him. That's the first walk issued by Johnson.
Number 6, Easton Humphrey.
Humphrey at the plate now. Lefty.
We have a pinch runner. Looks like it's going to be number 16 for Sandoval. Quentin Elisar. Coach Tomplay coming back out. Have a little visit. Still nobody heating up in that Griffin bullpen.
Swanson's thrown 87 pitches for the Gators. Does he make it back for the 7th? No reason.
Good chance. No reason. I mean,
not to.
They had somebody pretty hot in that last inning. And Swanson got in a little bit of trouble, but I don't know.
So they do have, you can throw a max 115 pitches per game, per week, I guess, really. Because you could come and throw some more if you had to or needed to. And I asked Coach Bravado about whether or not they have pitch counts, and he said, yeah, we pay attention to it, but it's not something that we're really concerned about.
Okay, we're going to bring in McCoy is going to come in here to pitch. Who we got going to shortstop? Let's see.
See if our camera operators can get a shot of the new shortstop.
I'm waiting for him to turn all the way around so we can see his number. Yes.
There we go. Trying to shake that bug off the screen.
Number 6, Easton Humphrey.
We'll get a number for you in a second. Easton Humphrey gonna be the first batter to.
There we go.
Number 1.
Eli Freeman, sophomore.
All right, Easton Humphrey will face McCoy, the first batter to do so.
McCoy's been a little busy on the bump, too. This is going to be his 11th game pitched. Got a .66 ERA, 10 innings.
Off the glove of the first baseman, DeSherry, and that'll get into right field. Elisar will go to third base from first, and got to go E3 on that one.
From number 32, Chase Kelly.
I'm not the official scorer, but is that was
yeah, I didn't. It was a little tardy. I was.
Had it, went right off his glove. He was set up nicely.
And I don't know. Let's see what they give him. They may have given that a hit. I don't know.
I'll accept it. No protest here.
Again, we're back to McCoy. 0-1 on the season, but he does have 8 saves. He's got 12 punch-outs and only 5 walks.
Tried to pull it back and couldn't do so in time. It goes strong off the barrel.
Looking for a punch-out right here or a double play ball if you're the Griffins. Got the the right guy up there.
Our official score says it's a bunt. I mean, an error on first baseman. Being as he's not in the press box, I'm not sure if that counts. But I tend to agree with you. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at the corners. Square and a bunt. Chase Kelly runs it off.
A little safety squeeze right there. You see Elisar didn't break as soon as McCoy started the home. He's going to try to oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, that's when you're supposed to get in that rundown right there.
He just ran right into that one.
I think he thought maybe McCoy just kind of gave up on him and he was going to go to just stand on second base, I think.
That was unfortunate.
That's just like, yeah.
2 outs.
Hey, I like it. I mean, you leave early. You're trying to get yourself in a rundown right there so Elisar can score from third base, but you got yourself a little bit too close to the defender. McCoy makes a quick little throw, tag out for a second out.
And again, I don't know how, as a batter, you stand in the batter's box with that breaking ball coming at you.
Strike 3 right there.
Unbelievable. Called strike 3, and that will retire the side as we head to the top of the 7th. And we have a 2-run ball game. 4-2 is our score. 1 runner left on, on no hits and 1 error. We'll be back right after this. You are watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
The athletic training staff of DUTCHTOWN High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, FCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
Reggie Drummond, our home plate umpire, and DeWine Poole, our third base umpire, chatting it up, just enjoying the beautiful weather, nice cool breeze. Getting ready for inning number 7 here at Gator Park, and it is 4-2, and we've got the top of the order for the Griffins. It's Hanberry, Champagne, and McCoy. Let's see.
Swanson back out for the 7th inning. We'll try to ride him the entire way.
88th pitch for Swanson.
Why not? He's done an outstanding job today.
Called strike on the corner. Didn't like that one, and now he does like that one. This will be a looper foul ball. Will somebody have a play on it? No, sir. No, sir. Dropping that shoulder and looping it foul ball down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I can only remember maybe 2 times that Swanson has had a 3-1 count, or even very few full counts. This is going to be a chopper. Nobody there. Swanson's going to try to cover. Did he get it? No.
Yeah, he's safe.
Great play, though, and it was a little cross-up as the first baseman, Moody, had to get out of the way. Swanson had to cover the bag, and that was quick.
That was bang, bang. Good job by Blanchard right there. You see Jace Moody, I mean, if you're going to go for it, go for it. That's exactly what he did. It just goes underneath his glove, but great concentration by Blanchard.
Yep.
Still there, makes a good throw to Swanson trying to cover first base, but just a tick too late.
So Hanson on with a base hit at first base. Tying run at the plate.
You know Hanbury's got some wheels too, so he was getting down that line. He sniffed that hit, being 0 for 3 before that at bat. Man, you want to pick up that knock and get yourself in scoring position here in a little bit if you can.
1 ball, 1 strike. Crowd hasn't gone anywhere. They know this is an important baseball game with some time left here. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just outside, even to the 2. This wouldn't be a bad spot for a little double play ball for the Gators. Maybe 4-6-3. Fouls it off, stays alive.
Nice piece, that way to stay alive right there, Champagne. That ball's, that's a breaking ball right there off the dish. That's tough pitch to get any kind of bat on, and Champagne just gets enough to stay alive.
He's going to drive this one toward left field. It will be right to the left fielder, Dar. Dar will fade to his left and make the grab, and we've got 1 away. Not deep enough to advance Swanson.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that again here. Dar, perfect jump, man. Knew exactly where to go, runs to the spot. I thought that ball was a little bit harder off the bat, but Dar read it perfectly. I watched him. He took, I mean, immediately off the bat, his first step was in.
Brings up check that. Brings up Casey McCoy. Casey went from shortstop to pitcher a little bit ago. That's a swing and a miss. A little behind it.
Yeah, they intentionally walked him his last at bat. Looking to do some damage. Maybe try to leave the yard and tie this game up.
There's this opportunity to double play to first base. Got him, 6-4-3. They turn the double play. And we have seen some great defense here tonight. And that will do it for this baseball game. Wow, what a play to end the game. A 6-4-3 double play. And the Gators take 2 from Dutchtown on a big, big week for 5-5A district matchups here in Ascension Parish. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap this one up. The Gators win 4-2, so don't go anywhere, folks. We got a few more minutes of this great opportunity to see some, well, let's take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E. Our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
The athletic training staff of DUTCHTOWN High School would like to thank Advantage Physical Therapy, FCC Heating and Cooling, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing Buick GMC, Hollis Orthodontics, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program.
The Gators run their district record to 5-1. A great effort for them tonight against a very tough Griffin squad. And so the Santa Mar Gators win this one 4-2 in 7 innings over the Griffins. And again, a night and day game. We had a sloppy game on Tuesday because it was just sloppy out. And tonight it was a crisp night. It was a well-played game, great defense, incredible pitching by Swanson. I mean, this had everything we would want it to have in a high school baseball game.
Yeah, Gators rode the left arm of Swanson tonight. I mean, it was awesome. You see him right there, piggyback, got the crown, and we forgot to ask what that was about. But no, this game was like you just said. I mean, it was crisp. We worked ahead. Pitchers threw a lot of strikes. And, I mean, 4 double plays, and they got them out of jams every single time because there was traffic on the bases. But, the pitchers seemed to pitch out of it with all those double plays. Gators come on top. We'll stay atop the 5-5 A district standings with the 5-1 record.
Well, that's going to do it for us. Remember, you can watch replays of this game on REV Channel 4. Of course, on Sundays and Wednesdays. You see it right there. Sunday, 6 p.m., Wednesday to 7 p.m. And we will have our next game, our last regular season game, on Thursday, next Thursday, the 11th. Dutchtown and East Ascension will tangle at EA. So a lot of baseball coming up. We'll have playoffs as well. We've got softball. We've got all kinds of great things because Ascension Parish has great athletics, and we're so glad to be a part of it. Well, that's going to do it for us. I want to thank our crew. They did such a phenomenal job. Priya Singleton, Blaine Trahan, Courtney Lawrence, of course, Andre Shapoy, our director, and the man who stirs the drink back at Mission Control, Lyle Boudreau, our executive producer. That's going to do it for us. For myself, Jimmy Frederick, and Mike Mohler. Mike, thanks so much again. Great game by the Gators, and the Gators come away with a victory, 4-2 over the Griffins of Dutchtown. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week right here on the REV Game of the Week.